Hello, wherever you're watching us, we say good morning to all of you. Now, we know that you're staying glued to us because we try as much as possible to bring to you some of the best content. I want to say a good morning to a good viewer as well as the wife, and we're talking about Juliana Ankuchedem, who is a wife to a very good friend of mine, Mr. Elo Mashagbo, who teaches at the Vakpo Secondary School. Vakpo, it's on the Pando line, you know, if you're from that area. But please, make sure that the next 3 hours are for you. Get interactive. Facebook, JoyNews on TV is always available for you. Let us know what you think when you're watching our content, because it looks like on the eve of the year into the election, okay, we're having more of the think tanks doing a lot of the surveys, you know, using as the population sizes, etc., and coming out with some verdict on the performance of the Akufo-Addo-led government. And the latest is from Imani Africa. Now, they have scored the Nado-led government an overall mark of some 48.78%. Now, it's in regards to the fulfillment of what they said they would achieve if they were elected into government in the 2016 election. So it was in their manifesto. Now, the think tanks also scored to the government some 54.35% for how so far it's managed the economy, stating that out of a total of some 162 promises, only 41 so far have been implemented, leaving some 121, well, partially and not implemented at all. The scores are contained in the Policy Think Tank's 2019 manifesto report. I have to update all of us. It's not the first time they're coming out with some of these manifesto reports. They've been doing it over the years. What does it mean? How do we circumvent all this? What type of interpretation do we give to this as well? So we decided to call Imani and tell them, please, bring your own people to come and explain the content of that report you've put out. And they gave us Patrick Kwapna Stevenson. He is a research analyst with Imani Africa. I don't know. You know, Franklin Kujo is the president of Imani Africa. Yeah, the cartoon there. Is it? First one. Okay. We'll also have a representative from the opposition. And so it promises to be a great conversation. We're also calling some great content provided for us, some of the best academics we have, who also will contribute to this debate. Okay? If you have any mind of your own on this subject and you want to contribute, make sure you do that. Facebook, Twitter, and then 0540 10 909 being our Twitter handle. But in the meantime, later on the show, the much-awaited documentary Scars of the Revolution within the second series will be aired at 8 p.m. live here on the channel, but also on Joy FM. It is the second in the series on crimes that shook the nation, and it's a sequel to Who Killed the Judges. Now, ahead of that, we'll show you extracts of the documentary and also speak to the producer, Raymond Aqua. Promises to be exciting for all of you who lived through the revolution, have read about it in your history books, but got curious also and decided to read about it, or you just got born in the post-millennium era. You just have heard its snippets. This is the best time for you to get to know your history, great information, and great content by way of this. But we're just not gearing up for the Christmas or the Yuletide and tell you all the things that are happening in the market, etc. Because we also want to bring that to you. So this weekend, we are all gathering at the Legon Botanical Gardens for the 2019 edition of the Family Party in the Park. Now, the event will seek to foster bonds among families and also create new friends as the Christmas holiday approaches. Now, tickets go for just 25 Ghana cedis for a family of 5. Yeah. So if you know that you're just a family of 3, etc., beef it up. Have 25 Ghana cedis. Come and enjoy. You can see already yam, etc. Some competition also ongoing there. It's all just part of the fun. Yeah. Just giving to you a recap of what transpired the last year. I will be there, definitely. And I know that you also will try as much as possible to be there. Well, so we'll wrap up with some great showbiz news on AM Showbiz, some great entertainment highlights. Remember, that segment is always brought to you by Wake Purified Water. But today, as we know, it's a Thursday and it's the eve to Friday. Yeah, as if we all don't know. But I'm telling you this because on Friday, right here on the show, we treat issues of relationships. We're talking Dear AM. Now, Dear AM solicits or elicits responses from you by way of stories that you have of experiences in your marriage, in your courtship, or just, some cohabitation relationships. And then you tell us, we address them. Now, the good thing about it is, if you use your real name, we will give you an alias because we just don't want people to associate you specifically on some of those related issues. But coincidentally, you could be called Kwame, giving us a message from Cape Coast, for example. And definitely, there are several Kwames in Cape Coast. So that would be just coincidental. Okay. All right. So make sure that as you're seeing on the e-poster on your screen, you are giving us that information or that great story or that story that will get us thinking to find some solutions to through info@myjoyonline.com. Always exciting during the segment of the show every Friday. Well, we'll bring you sports, latest news highlights, do review of the newspapers. I'll be joined by Komladom. And in sports, I do know that Tottenham, they visited the Munich Stadium, the Allianz Stadium, and got whipped 3-1. But we'll bring you all the updates in sports. Stay with us. We're bringing to you the latest news updates.